Hello everyone, and welcome to this Grim Theories video for My Hero Academia. Now, before I get into the subject line, there are potential spoilers for the current manga story arc, but not really. This is more, hey, there's a certain power type of thing that can happen, and more so, it'd be more spoilers for Season 3 and Season 4, but not really. It's just more, there are things that exist in this setting that you might not know about, but they're not really spoilers. It's not a big leap to assume this kind of stuff exists. But if you don't have a problem with hearing about that, the thing in question this time around is, will we see Deku doing hero work or student work, because right now that's starting to blur together, without his powers? No longer having one for all, be it permanent or temporary. And honestly, as much as, like I said, there's a lot of stuff in the current story arc that could be hinting towards that happening. One, I think that's a different character as of like the most recent chapter when recording this. And two, the main reason I actually bring this up is in the concept work, like the prototype chapter that was made long before the story was greenlit to be in Weekly Shonen Jump, was the fact that this is how Deku was the entire time. In fact, Deku wasn't a student. At most, he was in his late teens instead of his mid-teens, and I think might have actually been a young adult, like salaryman kind of thing. And he has no powers. There was no Deku will gain powers. He is somebody who uses gadgetry. In fact, a lot of the gadgets that are seen in the concept work or that first chapter are actually reused in the series itself. Whenever he's talking to Hatsume, especially earlier on, a lot of her gadgets or things that they talk about, specifically one when they're talking about another hero, are those same gadgets, at least in looks. I think some of the ones that she had in the Sports Festival arc were some of those, but I could be remembering wrong. But it was basically that kind of thing. And Deku's real superpower, not actual quirk or anything like that, is the usual Shonen Jump protagonist determination. Very much like Asta's and Kenichi from Kenichi's Strongest Disciple, in case no one knows that one. So it's determination and perseverance. The fact that the first episode blatantly has a moment, and first chapter for that matter, has a moment of just like, no, you can't be a hero without powers, is kind of BS, because we know that there's technology in this world. There has to be. It's like Shadowrun existing without higher end technology. It just wouldn't work even outside of the cyberpunk dystopian kind of stuff. Like, magic exists. You're gonna get this stuff, or you're going to be in a very old fantasy medieval setting where it's just like, we're not gonna question this kind of stuff. Point is, science exists. You cross this with superpowers, you get interesting stuff. That's kind of actually the point of Hatsume's character. Her quirk is entirely just the ability to basically zoom in her vision. It's nothing else. It's literally referred to as zoom, and is just, hi, I have binoculars built into my eyes. It has nothing to actually do with the fact that she invents things, whether or not they're great, because she does make a lot of things that just blow up. Kind of like a goblin or a gnome, depending on what settings you're talking about, or both in some. But that's simply it. Is there going to be a day of just like, and I would assume temporary if so, of Deku being powerless and pushing through it? I think, if so, I don't think it will happen anytime soon because of certain things that started happening in the Class Versus arc, and I'm just going to leave it at that. For anybody who's read that one, you know exactly what I'm talking about, one relative to Deku. But otherwise, it's just, I think this is something that we might see someday if My Hero Academia finishes and we get the follow-up series that the writer has said he wants to do, which is the continuation of Deku's story as an adult. I.e., school's over, here's more of the real world. Not that he's not getting thrown into that regularly anyway. Regardless, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press that like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, feel free to share this video. Either way, help this video get seen more. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press that dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, try not to dislike this just because you disagree with the theory, but if you do, feel free to leave a comment about that and, have a discussion about it. Also, feel free to comment in general, such as, do you want to hear more about My Hero Academia, or One Crazy Zoo, the writer's previous work, or other anime, manga, or any other media that I can consume and then spit out more thoughts about, or information. If you'd like to see more things on my channel, be it my unboxing videos, my board game overviews, my painting videos, or anything else that I might do on my channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.